My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Wildfrost. Alright, it's time for... I think it's probably time for another Clunk Master run here, with Smugglebar on a 5 counter doing 4 damage in Barrage. Sets up for our ability to get a decently large amount of money from combos relatively early on. I do like that. Also, as a 5 counter, it will wait until the first respawn comes onto the field. So not only can this get us combos, it can get us much larger combos than I might otherwise have access to. Let's go, Smugglebar. Bar, rather? Well, I mean, honestly, I don't need to get your name right. Because you are actually Ballard II. I see it in your soul. Lord Ghazi makes a little bit of sense here, what with the whole blast damage and barrage and all that. But I don't know. I kind of like the idea of Lord Ghazi not killing things and being able to manipulate all of the early combos with Spike and Ballard. There's always Sneasel, of course. The ability to get your gear hammers at time. No, I'll take Spike. If any of them had a turn timer that was close to or a multiple of, an easy multiple of, that is, Ballards, I would have taken it. Alas, they don't. And here we are. Oh, Grouchy on the top line with the smackback. That's going to make him a little bit of a nightmare. Also, they're not going to be in the same line as the other one. Okay, so I'm going to be taking the Grouchy down with gear hammers. Well, this is a little bit of a nightmare, actually. If I play Junkhead, I'm also then going to have to play a Snowzuka, and I don't really want to play the Snowzuka. If I cycled this turn, one of you hits Grouchy next turn, one of you hits Ballard. I'd really prefer to have a Junkhead out. Let's just freeze this bottom liner. So I only need to have a single gear hammer available here in order to get 2 of you down at the same time. Gear hammer takes out Grouchy on the top line, and Ballard takes out Grouchy on the bottom. I could also do a 2-time combo with Ballard taking out both of the top liners as well as one of those being the Gobbling. No, I'm fine with this. Do like the idea of throwing the Snowzuka on the Gobbling on the top line, though. So I will. Throw another gear hammer up there. Welcome, Snow Knight. So I could get a 2-time kill combo pretty easily. We've got to freeze the Gobbling this turn to make it much more comfortable, though. And then Ballard is taking out 2 on the top line, and a gear hammer takes out the Winterworm on the bottom line. Nice! Again, not the most money we could possibly get from the early fight, but it's not the penguin fight. Penguin fight is so much better for money. It's like, ugh. It's just such a huge disparity. Like 30 gold-ish a lot of the time. A gnome traveler early on. You know what? If I'm ever going to take that, it's going to be on a run with Clunk Masters. Trigger when junk is destroyed, as well as a mini muncher to just destroy a card in our hand. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get junk back in this build. I want to try it. Blundertank and mini muncher. Now some junk synergy. Not so much junk synergy right here, unfortunately. On kill, apply a scrap health to a random ally. Putting that on Blundertank's not bad. It'd give me the opportunity to finally take alloy. Folby, trash one when hit, gives us the ability to get some extra trash. Love it. So what I'm now really looking for is the ability to eat that trash. Oh, the Mimic with that much health. Very large. I'm gonna mini munch the junk. And then just snow zook this porcupine. Keep him company for a wee bit there. So, a lot attacking on the top line is not capable of killing 2 units this turn. A lot attacking on the bottom line is also not capable of killing 2 units this turn. Oof, I should find someone who's capable of killing 2 units this turn. Alloys are nice. One to have out on the field. I should probably put Ballard on the top as my attacker here. We want to get the Blundertank out on the field. 3 turns time, Frosting will activate, and the Mimic will activate as well, dying to Spike. It's after that that Porcupine will activate for the first time. Oh, I thought I was going to have to get them all the way down to the single scrap health and then do an extra hit after that, but never mind. That's not the case, and I now understand quite immediately why that isn't. Sure, I'll move you closer to your next activation with a Sunsong box. And then Alloy and Folby definitely want to go on the fields. Alright, can I get an additional damage here for the bottom line? No. Okay, so lacking that, do I even want to try and barrage on that bottom line? Set up a bunch of people to almost dead? It just doesn't seem particularly useful. Unless I use a single gear hammer on the Frosting or the back line. In doing so, Setting up one Frostinger to die to Spike this turn. And I can use a Gear Hammer to kill a second at the same time. Spike's really getting full value here. I should probably cycle right about now. Let's mini munch the Sunsong box that I'm not going to be using. And I can even Flask of Ink or Snowzook a Porcupine right now. Snowzook. Valar just doesn't have much damage on them right now as well. Ooh, Porcupine in the top line with the extra damage as well from the Ice Lantern. I'll go for killing 2 units at the same time here. Seems worth it to me. Flask of Ink the Ringer to stop them from consistently weakening our entire team again. Alloy attacks for 6. If I could do 5 damage to the unit behind this turn, I would, but I can't, so I won't. I want to take Alloy off the board and slow play this for a second. I could, and so I probably should. I put the Blundertank out front and freeze the Porcupine. Then all I need to do is effectively just wait a couple of turns right now. I could even put a Junkhead out there instead. And now we just let Ballard take him out. Get him, buddy. Got him good. Pretty early shop. Pretty early duplicate space as well. I'm not super jazzed to duplicate right now, but I do want to go for a treasure, so it's a little difficult. I'm gonna go for the treasure. And I'm going to base this around the fact that I do have a duplication active immediately after this Super Snower. Yeah, maybe I just control the ever-loving hell out of all of the enemies with all of my junk, and then just let my junk unit in the back line get the extra damage from it. Sunsong Box seems like a really, really useful dupe here as well. But Blundertank also seems like a useful dupe if this is really what I intend to do ultimately. Yeah. Give me another Blundertank. Alright, Woolly Snail. Gigi's Gizmo. Oh, Gigi's Cookie Box. Oh, crown. Well, first off, let's get the crown. Pop that on Folby, take that off of Spike, pop that on Alloy, Gigi's Cookie Box, and then we leave. So the ability to give one of these 2 extra damage as well as 2 extra shield gives me a frontliner to help me block while I'm setting up, as well as giving me 2 trash to help me set up even more after that with the Super Snowers and the Recycles and the etc, etc, etc. Seems good to me, boss. Speaking of, let's go to our first boss. Hey, Bamboozle. Annoyingly, I can't play GG's Cookie Box on anything because Junkhead doesn't have a statistic to affect by damage. So that means I can't really do almost anything with this hand unless I just let Folby take a hit in a couple turns time and then play a Super Snower to freeze someone for no real effect. Ultimately, it comes down to, do I want to play a Junkhead right now or do I want to cycle? And I should just cycle. Well, first off, we mini-munch a junk, triggering both of our Blundertanks at Noomlin speed, baby. And honestly, do I want to play 2 more cards from this hand? Not really. I'm gonna cycle. That Sunsong box right now already gives me the ability to get Bamboozle down in time. There goes one Blundertank. Beautiful. Okay. So Folby on the bottom line only takes 9 damage, trash 2 as well. Yeah, I definitely want to cycle right now. Excellent. Oh, baby. This couldn't be better. Okay, so first things first, mini-munch the junk. Getting Blundertank to kill Boozle and then the Winter Worm. I could play Super Snower right now, but that just kills Bam without getting any more combo. And I could get more combo. If I can wait for Ballard to be able to hit, I can get a lot more combo. Okay. Yeah, we're not going to proceed to the combat phase, unfortunately, after that. Still, another 15. Definitely worth it. Card draw, definitely. I have 3 junk as well as things that recycle, so the larger my hands are, the much better off my opening with the Blundertanks will be. I feel... Oh, I really wanted to go upstairs and get another mini-munch out of the... Fine. I'll go for a charm. Unfortunately, it's also a shop where I'm not going to be able to get a crown. Like, all of this is pretty tough. Fling charm, gain 5 for each kill. I mean, ultimately, that probably just wants to go on a Blundertank. Ballard. Nah, probably Blundertank. I don't really think I want to put something extra in this deck at this point. Snuffle to help me freeze people. I can't put the Haze Blazer in, I'm not that bold. Snuffle to help me slow people down seems reasonable. Gotta go for that. Molten Dip. Increase damage by 2 in Barrage and Consume. That would still increase the damage of the Blundertanks. I don't know if I need to increase their damage as much as I need to increase my survivability while they get to do damage. Gain consume and +5 damage. Hilariously, I could just put that on junk, and it would consume itself. Honestly, not an awful idea, but I don't think I need to use it yet. I'm gonna give one of the Blundertanks the Bling Charm. Actually, you know what? I think one of the junks does need this. I think that'll really help us out here. Jab joint with teeth. Oh, that's not good. Although, some good things did occur. Hello, Blundertank. With a GG's cookie box to feed you. Freeze the top liner. So killing 2 of them next turn is pretty easy, actually, as long as I use the Sunsong box next turn, not this turn. So I'm just gonna throw a hit towards Gok and North. Oh, we're even gonna kill the pygmy up here on the top line. Hell yeah. Sunsong box on Ballard. Blundertank will kill on the bottom line. Ballard will kill the pygmy and set up the Jabjote to die to Alloy. Solid 3-time combo, and now the Blundertank is very well defended. Cycle by that hand. Jabjote on the bottom line is going to get me 2 junk next turn, so having a Blundertank ready to start hitting enemies would be lovely. And getting a junk head ready for blocking larger hits against Goks and things like that seems good too. Okay, so Super Snower will force Blundertank to attack and then the other Blundertank. Okay, and then that'll do the same to the bottom line as well. Absolute beauty. Ballard now intends to attack. Ah. Unfortunate. Can't take down any multiple targets here or anything like that. No, no, no. Okay. I think I know what to do. I'm gonna Gear Hammer my own junk head. Then next turn I'm gonna mini munch my junk before I run away from this hand. Why did this Blundertank attack first? The one further back? I guess the first played one attacks first, regardless? That's really strange. Sunsong box. Intriguing, intriguing. Yeah, sure. Happily play that up for Ballard. There's Muttonhead intending to do 4 damage to Junkhead, who does not care. At all. Full cycle here. Ooh. Oh, I'm excited. Throw a gear hammer at Muttonhead, just slow him down. Okay, here's the respawn, and it's just a goblin. Rude. And the mini munch junk. Blundertank on the top line will attack the goblin, and then we'll be able to kill the goblin in the next hit after a super snower as well. So the Blundertank that gives 5 for kill got both of the kills, and we got the combo on that turn as well. A Charm Merchant seems pretty impactful as well. Gotcha Pomper for the possibility of just slotting that on the field when both of the Blundertanks are ready. Seems most appropriate here. And absolutely a Charm Merchant, thank you. Haze Balloon with just, removal of a charm limit on it. Frenzy Charm, gain Frenzy 1 and Consume. Frenzy 1 and Consume. Not really the kind of thing we're looking for, I don't think. Start off with a straight up block. No. Reduce counter by 1? Honestly, doesn't seem huge either. I could just take a Haze Balloon. It's not bad. It's just with Ballard, Alloy, Folby, and Snuffle, who I honestly probably don't end up putting out on the field, I already have at least 7 units. I almost want to take the Consume, but not use it yet, and also take the Sun Charm and not use it yet. I'm not going to take the Haze Balloon, though. I mean, non-Stompy does make a bunch of sense here. Gets me more health on the board, would do sick barrage plays. It's honestly kind of just a better Alloy at this point. Alloy, rather. I really need to make sure that I have one of my Blundertanks early. And it should be the one that has the extra damage on kill. Oh. Smog and Marrow are both on the same line, and Marrow has a Teeth Charm. This could actually just straight up kill me. It's entirely possible. This is like nightmare scenario. Blundertank literally can't do anything. If I put it on the board, it will just die very quickly. Oh boy. I think I need to get towards my ink and then just eat the marrow. Or ink the marrow so that I can take care of the other two, Grumble first. I don't want to take care of Grumble first, it's so slow, but I can't really take care of Smog or Marrow on the bottom line right now. I'm going to eat a Gear Hammer and then cycle. Pop a Nom and Stompy on the back. Let's give a GG's Cookie Box to Blundertank, so now it is actually capable of attacking as well. I can let it attack 2 times here, And honestly, I think I need to. Hey! Get him, Volby. Nope. Oh boy, they just got so much. Just in case. We hit exactly the... Oof. Just happened to exactly be the worst target, is the thing about that. I'm gonna risk this Blundertank. I use Junk to take out Marrow, and hopefully Blundertank attacks Smog. It did! Cool! Then Nom and Stompy follows up by taking out the Pawpaw in the backline. That actually gets us very quickly back in the game. From previously not in the game. Let's put a Blundertank out, so now I am prepared for a Super Snow turn. What with the Folby Junk? That works for me. Hello, Morjo. Now that I have a Gudgapomp, I don't have to care so much about Smog, who I can just completely trivialize by placing that. Quick cycle for me. Oh, solid Snowzuka position. Snowzuka the Morjo. Mini Muncher, Sunsong Vase, Super... Yeah, I definitely cycle here. I'm gonna get a hand with some junk as well as some things that eat junk. Which is the ideal. Mini Muncher destroy Broken Vase. Sunsong get Volby to attack first. I'm just gonna keep that Morjaw frozen. Gotta force a cycle here, because again, I know that the next hand has a bounty of riches awaiting us. Quick wee bit of freezing action. And that'll get us a 2-time kill combo to take us out as well. Victory. The end of our Lumen is within sight. Do I want more trash consumption still? Honestly, I kinda do. If nothing else, I would really like something that is targeted well by Gain Frenzy and Consume. Unfortunately, for Foggy Brew, it already has Consume, so I can't apply Consume to it. Lumen Lantern boost a random ally's effects by 1. So, Nom and Stompy, theoretically. So that it attacks much, much quicker. And boost a random enemy's effects by 2. So if I gave that Consume and then put that in the opening hand, I could give Nom and Stompy... when a card is destroyed, count down by 3. And then I could even get Lumen involved later. Lumen itself. I don't know, there's some interest in that. Lumen Biscuit, definitely. Lumen Goop first. Take a crown. So we've got to crown Nom and Stompy. I've got to take that off of Folby, that off of Blundertank. I've got to put one of you on the Lumen Vase. I've got to put one of you on the Lumen Lantern. I've got to put the Consume and... Frenzy and Consume. Frenzy and Consume. Yep. Frenzy and Consume on Lumen Lantern. And then, if I reduce by 1 Nom and Stompy, they'll have a counter of 9, so they'll only need 3 cards destroyed in order to suddenly act. Lumen Biscuit is incredible. Charm Machine's great too. Ooh, especially when it gives us a Recycle Charm. Gain Recycle 1 and +2 damage. Now, what it's worth, I know that this means that a unit destroys junk in order to attack. Oh, God. If I got that earlier, I would have known to put even more trash in my deck. Wait, what about like Folby gets the early the early Lumen Lantern effect, giving us the ability for it to give me ridiculous amounts of trash. And then I put down a Blundertank that has Recycle and +2. So it'll have +2 damage, and anytime it attacks, it'll destroy another junk, so it'll attack again until there's no junk left in hand. So now this is just build as much junk as you can, the run. I like this. Oh, I like this. Alright, boss. This is the run that I wanted to do when I had the Blundertank before, basically. Folby. Lumen Vase on the Lumen Lantern. I get Trash 5 when hit. Good. Oh, there's my Blundertank. I really want to also put down Gachapumpa. That's so slow, though. No, but it forces it to have Barrage. That's really valuable. Oh, that Pop Shroom on the top looks particularly aggressive. I'm gonna throw a Flask of Ink on it to prevent it from doing the ridiculousness. Okay. Now I'm gonna Super Snow Truffle. What? What? No! You... What? Oh! Are you kidding me? I've seen this before. So Recycle says requires junk in your hand to play, then destroys the junk afterwards. However, on a unit that attacks, it triggers on attack. It's here in the attack keywords, but also I've seen this action before. This is how it has worked before. So then why is... I kind of just killed my entire deck in order to see if this would work. And the fact that it doesn't kind of ends me? This is brutal. This is really tough. Let's get Ballard closer to attacking. Let you just attack there on the top line. I'm gonna Noomlin a Gear Hammer. And the reason I'm gonna do that is because now I can use my Gear Hammer to strike Folby to get some trash in hand, which I will then destroy some of to get Nom and Stompy in the Blundertank to take out the top line. Solid 3-time kill combo there. And then realistically, I just want to get past this hand to a hand that might have the ability to destroy some of my junk. Nope. That's not this hand. Quick cycle past that. Nope, this doesn't have it either. Very much at the whims of the draw entirely right now. Yeah, honestly, there you go. I'm gonna cycle. Feel free to poison Blundertank. It could have been so cool. Alas. That's how it is. There goes the enemies. Obviously, redraw bell counter down. Now I will have to refigure how I intend to approach this. So I think you just get extra damage. That's all you get. I don't know, because I had so much junk in hand, obviously. I don't know whether or not it was actually destroying junk when it attacked, but The Blundertank. Yeah, no, I just need less trash. Fine with this, though. Suncharm on Stompy, almost certainly, to the point that I'll do it. I would like the ability to eat more trash, but that also doesn't feel like a thing that I'm really capable of getting and using. Let's go to the charm. Battle charm, just +2 damage. Love it. Popping that on Nom and Stompy for the ability to do 12 damage in Barrage actually seems really impactful here. A lot of units have just a little bit more than 10 health at this point in the time. Point in the game, rather. Not these ones, though. Okay. Storm and Nompy. I definitely have to kill whichever of these gets the effect as soon as is possible. Oh boy, that burster on the top line needs to be dead. I'm gonna drop a Junkhead on the field. Okay, put a Blundertank out. I'm gonna mini-munch a junk. Oh, mini-munch a junk? The junk consumes. I could just mini-munch a Gearhammer and then play the junk. Which is exactly what I'll do. Taking out both bursters this round, as well as forcing Nom and Stompy to attack again. Oh boy. This is a very promising Storm and Nompy. Let's pop down a Gacha Pomper. Thank you for the additional junk. Snowzook to prevent the gobbling on the top line from running. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't think activating Super Snower right now is as essential as maybe getting another Blundertank out on the field. Okay, that number is huge, but what if it was 10? What if we just reduce your countdown by 10 every time a card is destroyed? I think it still can't activate multiple times per attack cycle, but god, it would be hilarious if it could. I'm gonna Noomlin the Super Snower. And then we'll freeze one of the crabs, I guess. Alright, let's see how many activations we get here. Normal amount, a reasonable amount, a fair amount. Mini-munch the junk, and everyone goes again. Excellent. Yeah, and I definitely just force the cycle so that I can do it again soon. Yeah, there's a super snow. Force another quick cycle here. The thing is, I don't have much junk left at this point. Because I didn't get Folby out. I'm gonna mini-munch the junk. There we go. And just kill everyone. Okay. This is working a little bit better again. Shunsha? Honestly, like, I would just remove 2 gear hammers. That's not bad, but a charm merchant with full money? That's pretty good. Slap crackers that have Noomlin. Gain Frenzy and Aimless. Aimless can be overridden by a Gacha Pomper being put next to it. Increase counter by 1 and damage by 3. I mean, I theoretically could put that on Nom and Stompy. I mean, I kind of like the idea of Slap Crackers, but I also don't need it. But also, I do cycle through a lot of hands, so maybe another Noomlin card is just another Noomlin card for me. And there's no reason not to spend down the rest of my money, so sure, I'll get a Frog Charm too. With the possibility that I put Ballard on their own line, because they do have Barrage, so out of the people here, they're most likely to sit on their own line without a Gacha Pomper. Gain Frenzy and Aimless, but Gigi's Cookie Box might only have 1 legal target on the board at the time. That's so good. And one final item for the road, Bink. Oh, yes. The ability to remove all of the abilities from a bunch of enemies? Yeah, thank you. Oh god. Mini Miko. They have some enemies that are gonna be tough if they get the Lumen Lantern effects. Oh no, Big Berry just got it twice. And 13! Oh, we need to kill Big Berry now! Oh boy. I think I have to force the cycle. I can use Mini Muncher to eat something before I do so, though. So, I'll probably just eat the Gear Hammer. I'd love to be able to play Bink, but I think I don't have time. I need cards destroyed and units dying and all of that stuff as soon as possible. Admittedly, I'm pretty scared right now. Sunsong Box is capable of making someone attack 6 faster for Norman Stompy. But that doesn't necessarily take out the top line. This is really difficult. I'm worried that the next turn ends my run if I do it incorrectly. So ultimately this comes down to the fact that in my next hand I have access to, slap crackers, but the junk that consumes as well as junk head, right? So on the top line, theoretically, I could split and just have junk head up here trying to block. So junk head would block 1 hit from Fizzle and then take 2 damage over the next 2 hits from Fizzle, and then block 1 hit from Big Berry, and then Big Berry would get 1 more hit against my team. That would be cycling this hand and then playing the Gear Hammer next turn. The other thing next turn, sorry. Big Berry, I can't really prevent much of you. Like, I could use Gear Hammer over the next 2 turns to take out the Fizzle on the top line, but then the Big Berry gets to attack twice, and if it gets to attack twice, I possibly lose. If I use the Sunsong Box right now, I can actually force Nom and Stompy to attack if I also let Mini Mika kill the Gachapompa, and then that'll take out Fizzle before Big Berry's round. Only problem is the turn after that, I have no response for Big Berry, other than just hoping that they split their attacks. I'm gonna cycle right now. I'm not happy about it. I'm almost hoping, I'm almost banking, in fact, on Slapcrackers killing Fizzle on the top line. That didn't kill Fizzle. Big Berry attacks aimlessly, so I can't put Ballard on the same line as them for the whole thing. I think I just have to put Junkhead up there now. Oh, God. Ice Forge removed all our damage, unfortunately. Thankfully, Ballard attacking on the top line still gets to take out Fizzle. In fact, I can take out Fizzle and then let Nom and Stompy start following up against Big Berry, which is very important, as you may well imagine. Let's get a Blundertank out on the field. Okay. Now a Junk takes out the Big Berry, and then Blundertank and Nom and Stompy take out the next liner. Great! Now just to worry about Willow possibly just immediately killing us. I could block this with a Blundertank. Cycling is actually really risky right now to try and save myself. Yeah, I think blocking this with the Blundertank is probably the safest play I have. Quick cycle there. Ooh, GG's Cookie Box. Good to see you, good to see you. I could even Lumen Bars it before I play it. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Snowzuka on Minimika to hold you for as many turns as is needed here. And now I just put the Blundertank on the bottom line and Sunsong Stompy. I don't need Volby anymore. I've got so much junk in this deck. Still cycling through it, because we didn't draw especially well. Slapcrackers for the bottom line to take out the Ice Forge, thank you. And then I'll Bink to keep myself safe from all the rest of this. Yeah, honestly, no reason to worry about that at all. Cycle. Mm-hmm. Gonna Noomlin the Super Snower. And now I can Super Snow the Spike Wall. Taking out Willow. Welcome back, Frost Guardian. And then I'll mini munch the Junk. Just to get some extra attacks out there. And I could Bink right now as well, although that will result eventually in the Frost Guardian having a ridiculous amount of survivability. So I'm gonna cycle. Because it would disable their lowering their own health by half effect. If you were wondering. I'm gonna put the Blundertank on the bottom line and just use a single gear hammer to take out the Grink. Cycle. Sunsong will do. So Ballard, attacking by themselves, now attacks for 8, capable of taking out the Tentacle and Grink on the top line. Giving me the ability now to cycle freely. How did killing 2 units at the same time not trigger Nom and Stompy there? Huh? Nom and Stompy's counter reduced by 5, counter reduced by 5, and then they didn't attack. What? I'm almost certain that's not how that's supposed to happen. Almost entirely certain. Chunk some junk and move on to our final fight. I really wish I had one more. What's the word I'm looking for? One more. Crown? It's possible I should instead change. So that would be this instead. So Lumen Lantern's going to be very, very dangerous in the final fight. However, if I do just Lumen Vase a GG's Cookie box, and give a ridiculous amount of health and damage to the Blundertank, I give myself a lot of versatility in the fight. I think that's probably ideal for us. Head on into the heart of the storm. I'm thinking Blundertank goes on the bottom line because it's constantly safe to the Frost Bomber, and they attack slightly more commonly on the bottom line. What? What? Is that an actual turn timer now? I didn't draw a new hand! Because there was so much junk. I just don't get... Are you kidding me? I need a hand. I can't afford to play that slow, though. Junk had the top line, so that I can actually start getting some junk preparation. I'm really gonna need the Bink as well. I'm gonna Noomlin the Bink. Setting up for freezing the Frost Crusher. And then playing Bink before I cycle away. Getting Gacha Pomper out pretty soon makes a bunch of sense here. Pop that on the bottom line. I don't want to reveal the Gachapompa to any possible threat here. So I think putting down Folby by themselves on the top line is probably ideal. Heck, I could even let Folby take all of this damage. Like, guaranteed take all of this damage. I'm not going to do that. But they do anyway. Man, I would love to put Nom and Stompy out. Frostbomber attacks too soon for that, though. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, I'm going to mini munch. Oh, actually, how do I want to handle this? I was going to mini munch a junk and then play the other junk that consumes itself, but that'll only trigger the Blundertank twice, which won't take out the Frost Muncher, the Frost Bomber before it strikes the Gachapompa. So instead, I might use the Super Snower to take out both of the junk in my hand by freezing the Gachapompa, giving me the ability to get another trash from Folby on the top line, and then take out the Frost Bomber next turn. Okay. Yeah. So now, mini munch the junk. Get him Blundertank. I like the idea of putting another Blundertank out, but it is not essential. If I want to cycle sooner rather than later. I think I do. I'm gonna slap the hell out of the Frost Junker in the back line. Quick cycle here. The Frost Junker is going to be a problem, though, in just a moment. I can't believe I keep hitting exclusively it. I'm going to have to sacrifice Nom and Stompy on the top line. It'll eat the Frost Jailer and then Frost Junker's hits here. I'd love to do something except for cycle right now, but that's the only thing I can do. That Frost Junker is going to kill me if I don't find a way. Yeah, Snowzuking it. That's a way. I need Super Snow soon. That's a lot of damage on the top line. I'm feeling quite unconfident again. I'm gonna cycle right now. Basically, if I don't get Super Snower, I lose. I found Super Snower though. So Super Snower will force Blundertank to attack twice, taking out Frost Crusher and then Frost Junker on the top line. So I Super Snower the Frost Jailer. Okay. still need to get to the other things that are useful. I'm gonna play Bink so that I can now move my characters, giving me the ability to defend with the Blundertank if need be. Cycle again. Yeah, it looks quite likely I'm gonna end up needing that. Cycle once more. Yeah, I can destroy our junk, at least. That's nice. That's something. Considering I know the Frost Lancer is not attacking aimlessly and is in fact just going to attack the Blundertank in the front line, which is ready for it. Yep, I think that about does it. Although I don't want to play 2 more cards from the Sandstorm cycle. And this definitely will. Oh, the Blundertank run! Now just imagine if the actual, recycle on Acton, forces itself to... It's not an infinite as well, right? So I don't know why they need to avoid it. Because it will just eat all of the junk you have in hand until it can't do it anymore. However, we still have managed to overcome and vanquish. And we head back to the town in order to say that my name is Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Wildfrost. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on the Game Pass, present and future. YouTube recommendation is down below. Stream fast and the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Our Republic thanked here. And a special thanks this episode to Ballard. Hopefully you're all enjoying yourselves and hopefully see you all next time.